Hey, Deanna Seymour here with a quick heads up. This is a collection of past shows and ongoing experiments. You're going to hear different intros and old ads, but the ideas still hold up. You can tell where you're at by the cover art. And if you ever want to chat about life and business, check out my free community at jointheplayhouse.com. Welcome to another episode of Cool People Doing Cool Things, where I interview cool people doing cool things. Today, I'm talking to Seth Werkheiser from Social Media Escape Club, and he helps creative people get off social media. So, when I met him, I was like, yeah, you're cool, because we work with the same people, trying to free them from the same systems. So, hi, Seth. How's it going?
Hello, Deanna. It's going well. Thanks for having me. Stoked to be here.
I am so excited. So, I met you through Lex Roman. Right? We went to a Lex Legends networking thing. We're in a breakout room, and you actually were talking about making simple websites, or what do you call it?
Oh, simple websites.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Plain lo-fi HTML websites. Yeah.
Well, can I just tell you that it did bring me straight back to 6th grade. Mr. Thompson's class. Mm-hmm. I feel like in 6th grade, you had to do like a rotation of different things so you could figure out like what you liked. Like we had to do shop, we had to do music, drama, art, and we had to do like coding. Like I definitely was like typing. Is that what you're talking about? Like you have to do like a backspace and a...
We coded backslashes and line break tags. Yeah, we did that.
Okay, but is that how you do your websites? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, look, I have a WordPress site that a friend set up for me. I've been using WordPress since like it came out in 2004 or 5 or whatever that was.
Okay.
But like I'm really interested in, I make single page sites then. So I made a site for my music project, all HTML and just a bit of CSS. And I uploaded that to a simple free web host called Infinity Free, I think. It sounds like such a scam, but it works. I don't know. It's a secure site. It has a back end, like, file manager, like the old days, the control panel stuff. It just works and it's free. And so that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like we can make, sites that do the job that they need to do and can be simple and cost nothing.
Okay. So I like this. So WordPress is like too hard for me. In my head. I'm like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. So when you help people make a simple site, what do they use? Do they use WordPress? Like, I don't even understand. Like, you have to help. You have to talk to me like I have no idea. Like, I'm in Mr. Thompson's class.
That's what we did. Yeah, last month, and we're doing it again later this month. We literally got on a Zoom call, and we just talked through it. Like, okay, open Notepad on your computer. Type HTML. I put up on the screen, like, type this in and type that. Now save it. Okay, now you have the file on your desktop. Drag it into your browser. Oh, look, it's a website. Like, you made a web, so that's what we did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so the easiest way to get people started in it, because a lot of people are like, well, I have WordPress, I have a Squarespace, and it does this, it does that. But everybody understands what a link tree site is, the link in bio thing.
Yeah.
It's just a list. Yeah. And those sites are like, got a bunch of CSS and they're buttons and they're this, they're that. We're going to do that. And so that's what we've been doing. We've been slowly, this last time we just kind of made a very bare bones one, but we were like, in the HTML, like, look, here's where the color is. And here's a website with all the other colors. Put them in. Just try it, and people did, and we uploaded them, and we looked at each other's websites, and we troubleshooted them. That link doesn't work, and then because it's the web, we could look at their source, which is like magic. But that's what the whole internet is built on, the source code, and we help people like fix their links and stuff like that. It was great, and it was all just a bunch of like people, like you were saying, like, oh, I haven't done this since the MySpace days. And it was just a lot of fun of like getting people back to doing these basic core fundamental things, like almost primitive. I think someone called it primitive in the chat of like, because it's just this raw, very basic code. And we did it, and it was empowering, and yeah, we're gonna do it again. I can't wait to keep doing it, because like I usually don't I've never repeated like a quote unquote workshop that I've done.
Hmm.
But I'm like, we're doing this again. This is too
Yeah.
fun. More people need to hear this. More people need to feel this and like walk away with like a clone thing, a link tree clone.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Let's just do this.
I love it. Okay. So I had a bunch of questions pop up, but I'm working on being a good listener. So now I'm forgetting my own questions because I was doing a good job listening. But
Yes.
why do you think? Well, first of all, I guess the art teacher in me is like, it's cool. It's like your medium, right? Like they're actually making the site. I think that's what, like, why do you think people are feeling so empowered by this? Like, what do you think is the magic?
Because all we've been doing is logging in and
Mm-hmm.
trying to fit, the round peg into the square hole.
Yes.
You and I have both seen enough Squarespace template sites that they all look the same. You could see them and be like, look, I know this person's not the this, but they're using that template and they're fitting their images in there and it looks like, yeah, okay. And the font's different. Okay. But like so much of that is just like I just don't like the Squarespaceification of everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's why I think people feel good about it is that we're not able to like replace the Squarespace site tomorrow. But wait a second, I know kind of the underpinnings of how this is now put together.
Mm-hmm. I wonder, like, so what's the use case? Like you mentioned Linktree.
Mm-hmm.
So if I make this simple site, do you think eventually it could replace my site? Is this like a Linktree site? Like, what's the use case for what you're creating?
I think if it goes from Linktree, I think you could make a sales page next.
Mm-hmm.
We've probably seen plenty of people use like Notion for sales pages,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff. Like maybe we get to a point where where we just hand code it,
Yeah.
where we make it and we make it exactly how we want it to look. Like the Notion, don't get me wrong, it's brilliant. It's set up nice, it's responsive and all that stuff, but like I don't know. Wouldn't it be neat to just make a thing from scratch how I want it to look? And so I think that could be the progression. I don't think tomorrow we'll replace a Squarespace site, but like after a bit of time, like it's just code, it's just modules. We can like when you're dealing with text of this kind of stuff of code, it's copy and paste. So
Mm-hmm.
now you just like, well, this is on the right. I want it on the left. Oh, wait, I could just copy and paste and move that here. And oh, wow, that okay, I could do that. Like it we could do hard things
Yeah.
is the thing I'm trying to get back to. And when we get into it and especially doing it together,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm trying to do on these Zoom calls is like anything you do on these things and like, oops, I messed up. Guess what? It's HTML. We've been doing this for 30 or whatever years. You cannot make a mistake that someone else hasn't made 1,000 times before.
Mm-hmm.
And you're with people on this call and we're going to help you fix it. Like and so I think it's that trying to bring those two things together of like, let's try to build this stuff together instead of constantly trying to be like, well, I guess I have to log into Linktree and do this thing all by myself. Like, no, let's have fun with it.
Yeah. Do you think, and maybe I don't know, I'm going like off the rails a little, but I feel like because you mentioned sales pages, so it just like brought up a mini rant in me. I
Mm,
just feel like sales pages and websites and stuff are getting so big and so long too.
they're
I'm always like,
ginormous.
is anyone reading that? Like, I'm not. Usually by the time I go to a sales page, I'm like, I want to buy the thing, which I
Mm-hmm.
know we maybe probably need more than just a button and a headline, but I'm definitely a first. I'm an above the fold button pusher.
Mm,
And I know there are people who read the things, but I don't know if it's just like the industry I'm in or the circles I hang in, but these long form sales pages.
I would say you said it yourself. I'm above the fold. I go into that thing because I know what that person does. I'm buying it.
Hmm.
I don't care. Same for me. I will, but I think it's a trust thing. The
Hmm.
trust that we built. Like there are people that we both know that they could send a Google Doc with a PayPal button on it.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm signing up because
Yeah.
they built that trust. We trust them now.
Hmm.
I don't know that a 18-page sales page builds trust. I
I think
think
I,
I
I
think the
think
trust comes way before someone clicks on your sales page.
yeah. I almost feel like an 18 pay like a long ass sales page makes me start to be like, this feels like it's getting a little questionable. Like this feels like you're doing too. It's a little pick me energy sometimes where I'm like, oh my God, calm down. Like if I wanted it, I would get it. Simmer down. Right? Is that mean?
Yeah. Yeah, well, and also too, it's a lot of like, well, everybody else does it this way, so I have to do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people teaching that this is how you do it. This is how it converts. Make the button blue. Make the get this X. Oh my goodness, the whole like, oh, here's how you get testimonials and this and that. It's just like there's just so much of the map that a lot of people are following, and like it's scary and dangerous to do it any other way, but like I think that's part of trust building because
Yeah.
people are tired of other ways of doing it. Not saying those people are going out of business or whatever. Fine, I'm doing it this way.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah. And what you're saying too, like I don't really market to like cold traffic. So maybe if anybody's
right.
listening who's like, I need to build trust with a million scrolls down. Okay, fine. But like what you're saying, my clients usually come from my email. Like they've already been hanging out with me for a hot
Yeah.
second. So
Totally. Yeah. The
yeah.
first thing people, I don't know, yeah, you don't ask to get married on a first date, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't like
Yeah.
you got ease into all this stuff. Like take it slow.
Yeah.
Like a person needs to be like in your orbit for a long time in so many different things. Whether it's I hate that I use the term getting married, but just like of asking for a job or this or that or asking to be in the band or whatever. Like
Yeah. Like come to
so,
one show. Hey, you
yeah,
guys are cool. Can I be in the
can I
band?
be
You're like,
right? Yeah. That's a great point. Yeah, the musician thing. Like, hey, I take photos. Can I take your photo? Yo, chill, man. I don't know who you are. Who are you? Like,
yeah.
take me on tour. Take me on tour. Who are you? Like,
Yes.
yeah, there's a lot of that trust building. It takes time.
Yes. Well, I was going to say too, with all the long sales pages, I do kind of feel like a simple, like I think it would be like a little disruptor and exciting and
Mm-hmm.
refreshing for a visitor to stumble upon it. And I do think there is a certain level of confidence with like being like, this is my thing. Do you want it or not? Like, I'm not going to give you 100 scrolls of testimonials and a million FAQs and a like, I don't know. Am I crazy? I just think if you land on that, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I can breathe on this sales page. Like, thank you.
I think there's room for delight on the
Yes.
web.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of delight out there. There's a lot of things that make us roll our eyes. Someone linked up in an email thread that I'm on. They linked up this amazing like live stream website, but it's not live stream. It's actually audio from near streams and in parks and stuff like that with little photos, not big and I was like, this is a delight. And I clicked to the main page and there's like hundreds of them.
Hmm.
So I could just click through here and like, oh, here's this park in whatever whatever country, and I can listen to it. That's delightful. And like, so for me, that's the delight. For someone else, whatever, they don't want that. But like, oh my god, it takes a minute to delight me,
Hmm.
someone who's been on the web forever. Oh my goodness, this is great. So yeah, I think providing a delightful experience, like a one-page website of your sales page with maybe a button and your photo, and like, we're doing this next Tuesday. That can be enough.
Yeah. And refreshing to some people.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, I'm just asking a clarifying question about what you just described. So you would like turn that on and then you would hear like the birds and people walking by and like sounds of like
Just the
chitter
ambient.
chatter.
Yep, just the ambient sound of the
Oh
little
my
park.
God.
Mm-hmm.
I
The little
love
stream.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you send me that link too?
I will.
I
Yeah,
want to listen to that.
totally.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think what did you just call it? Delight.
Delight.
I think that's exciting. And I think probably we can talk for a few minutes about when were you ever on social media? When did you get off? Like I feel like speaking of finding delight, I don't think we're really finding it
Was
on
I on
social media.
was I on social media? I was one of the first 3,000 people to sign up for Twitter. I was
Okay.
like user number 27 something.
Okay.
2700. Yeah. I love Twitter. I loved it so much. I was such an advocate. I even did heavy metal trivia on Twitter from 2011 through 2018. I would post metal trivia questions, and people, metalheads from all over the world, would reply, and we'd have these fun discussions all right there on Twitter. I loved it. And that experience built on to new things and other opportunities and stuff. So it helped launch things for me, like where I'm at today. So I owe a lot, yeah, to Twitter primarily, but it was a different place. 2006 Twitter was a lot different than 2016 Twitter, as
Mm-hmm.
we can imagine. And then 2019, 20. So I finally deleted my account, I think in 21 or 22 or something like that. Maybe it was even
Mm-hmm.
later. Because even I was apprehensive of like, well, I might need this someday. But no, I eventually deleted that and all of them. I was on Instagram. I definitely had a Facebook account. I had a LinkedIn account, deleted that too. I've been there. I've seen it, and just the return on investment wasn't there for me. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
just like I don't want to spend my time here doing this, spinning my wheels. I did the LinkedIn game, and boy, I got on a lot of lame discovery calls from that. Hey, I want to pick your brain about this. And I was like, it was just like because I was still trying to talk about email newsletters and stuff like that. I was talking about that even on social media. That's how I started my newsletter from Twitter. It's like, hey guys, I'm starting a newsletter. Like, let's go over here and do this. And I had like 2,600 followers, and I think I got 19 people from that. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
19. That's it. And you've probably heard tales of, I have six-figure followers on Instagram and only got 4,000 to subscribe. Well, those are your 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I took it. I had 19 people when I started Substack in 2021. And I was like, all right, buckle up. This is what we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, the social media was a big part of how I got started.
Yeah. And so that's interesting. So you're like completely off because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm a shit talker, but I'm still hanging out a little. I'm dabbling. I
Well,
haven't cut the cord
mm-hmm.
completely. Um, but I do miss the days like, do you remember? I mean, you're saying 2006 Twitter. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I was maybe like trying Twitter back then, but it just wasn't my thing. I'm more visual, and I was like, what am I even talking? I'm just like, I'm much more funny. I'm funnier in person. Like I can't write 140. Like I can't work in this format. So then I would
Mm-hmm.
like leave, and then I would like try it again because everybody loved it, and then I was like, mm. But then Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
early Instagram, when you would scroll and it would be like you're all caught up. I loved that Instagram. It was like just my friends. It wasn't like
Mm-hmm.
ads, wasn't anything. And then I think I'm just like probably like you when you weren't deleting Twitter yet. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just hang out in stories. Let's do this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, so let me ask you this. How do you
Mm-hmm.
get new people when you're not on social? How can you even do anything not being on social media at all?
By doing cool stuff with cool people, just like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went, I did that Lex Roman, mixer thing,
Yep.
and I met interesting people on there, and you and I connected, and now we're talking, and now a few people that listen to this from your podcast are gonna be like, "Who's this Seth guy?" They're gonna click over, and a couple of them are gonna be like, "This is cool," and they're gonna subscribe and whatever. And I just keep doing that over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I reach out and try to get people to do like say Substack lives with me. Come on my, we'll do a live stream together. And so now when that's out, they tell people, oh, next
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday I'm talking live with so and so. Um, so then when that's out, I put that on my website. They tell their friends, this, that, and the other, and I do that. I literally try to do that week after week after week, like 50 weeks a year. Like, let's get on a podcast, let's do a live stream over and over again, and yeah, that's how I do it. Like
Yeah.
I've a stamina and energy for it. Because I absolutely love talking about this. If no one read a single word of what I write from now till I depart this earth, I'm still going to write it. I
Mm-hmm.
love talking about this stuff. If no one shows up on a video, a live stream or whatever, and I'm talking to myself, and I've done it, I will keep doing it because
Mm-hmm.
I just love talking about this stuff so much.
You know what's funny is I'm just guessing maybe that people listening are like, oh my God, that sounds like so much work. I'm just gonna stick with social media. I'm making that up. I do that. I'm very good at writing my
They're
own stories about what
no, no,
people are
no. They're
thinking.
saying that. They're saying that.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Um, but like, because it sounded like the way you framed it, and I love your honesty because you framed it like, a couple people are going to listen, a couple people might click over, a couple people. But you know what? The same things, even though there's billions of people on the platform, if people listening are really honest with themselves, they're only getting a couple people to act. Like you said, how many people, and then 19 joined the Substack. Like there's this perception that we're reaching billions of people, and we're
Right.
fucking not. Like
No.
it's just the lure of like, well, I gotta go on Instagram because that's where all these people are. And they're like actually not seeing your stuff or engaging
Right.
with it or whatever.
Hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Where's my top of funnel if I'm not on social media?
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried billboards? And
Mm-hmm.
that always gets people to laugh. Billboards, that's ridiculous. It's like, okay, that's just one other way.
Yeah.
One other way.
Mm-hmm.
Podcasts, direct mailing, community events. Like there's a million and one ways to do this stuff. And my big thing too for people is like, don't just take Seth's advice. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna go try to get on podcast now. My biggest thing is talk to cool people, talk to good people, listen to this podcast. The people that are on this podcast are great, interesting people. Reach out to them, talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
And my biggest thing is, and I'll go to the grave with this, is like spending an hour a week talking on a Zoom call with other people that are trying to do the same thing, whether it's a paid offering or it's just a private little whatever, that's going to do more for you than spending 6 hours a week on social media. Because you're
Yes.
going to get the real energy and knowledge and wisdom and support you need to keep doing this stuff, because it's hard doing it alone. And like it's just so much easier to figure this all out like with other people that are along for the ride. I made my whole way to this. I didn't do this solo. My first music blog in 2001, it took off because I had 5 or 6 or 7 volunteer writers working with me.
Mm-hmm.
Every step of the way I had people like hopping on board that wanted to be a part of this and stuff, or I asked and like, hey, can you help out with it? You got to do it with other people.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually making me think too about the Playhouse, the like event space that I run,
Yeah.
because we were just talking the other day about event attendance. And I was saying, I think sometimes like the smaller the event, like everybody wants big, like you want a bunch of people there because you're going to like meet so many people and make so many connections. But I feel like the bigger the crowd gets, like, I hate to do this because we already talked about getting married and like so cliche. And I've already complained to you about running club and my children. So like, I'm not trying to be that lady. But people do often say at their wedding, they're bummed out because they don't actually get to like talk to everyone or see everyone. Like all these people come from out of town as this big thing. And then you're just running around like trying to like be excited that you're getting married. And then you're just pulled in a million different directions, as opposed to like having coffee with a friend or like 2 or 3 friends. So we were like literally, as you were talking, I'm like, oh my God, this is what we were saying. Like,
yeah,
a smaller hangout and like lots of little, like it sounds like you're having lots of little hangouts that are having a bigger effect instead of trying to talk to a billion people on a platform and just like check it off your list and be like, boom, nailed it. I made a reel. It's going to go out to billions of people. You're like having small conversations with lots of people.
Absolutely. In the website discussion, I spoke with a photographer and was like with their website, and it always comes up, well, not a lot of people go to my website. And it's like, you don't need a lot of people. You need 4 creative directors to go to it this month. Can you find 4 creative directors in the world that could maybe check out your work? Because they're the ones that are going to hire you. They can write you a check. Anyone can like your post. You can't invoice for that.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes even like with SEO, I know we're really going off the rails. I'm going to wrap it up soon, but I just think you're so interesting. So that's why you're a cool person on this cool podcast. But like even with SEO, sometimes I'm like, well, if people are just coming to this blog post that I wrote and like reading it and going smart, like that doesn't actually, like it feels cool when I log in. I'm like, dang, this blog is getting so much traffic. But if it's not turning into clients, then like it's not that cool. And it's still kind of cool, but
to your point, the numbers, like whatever the numbers are, if one person emailing you could change your life, the right person, the one person, like so yeah. Back to your point of like you have 1,000 followers and you push it out and only like no, like the 4 or 5 people on a Zoom call week in week out consistently, it goes so far.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this was super fun.
Absolutely.
Tell the people where they can hang out with you. I mean, I'm going to link it all in the show notes, but if you want to like say stuff, this is your
So,
time to shine.
now see, this is normally where people would rattle off. You can find me on Instagram on,
I know.
but
I'm like, what
no,
are you going to say? You got
I
nothing.
get to say you go to socialmediascape.club.
I
That's my
love it.
website, and it's a blog that I have material on there going back to 2021. Sign up for the newsletter, and there we go.
I'm on the newsletter. The last one was really good, talking about repurposing your stuff from like years ago. Reminder.
Please, I
Great
keep
reminder.
pushing out.
Yep.
Someone heard Led Zeppelin for the first time today.
I know.
There's a
I love that you
chance.
said that.
There's a chance that they don't know what the heck you posted last week. So,
Yes. As an art teacher, I was always like, oh, all these art teachers were all talking about Van Gogh and Picasso like this. We got to get like contemporary art and we need teachers. But I'm like, no, wait, these kids have never heard of Picasso. Like, it's going to be super cool. Like, they've never seen these things. So even though I think it's like cliche and like, but we're talking about 6-year-old. Like, you don't know about Picasso yet, buddy. You know what I mean? Like,
sure. It's
just
important
remember.
enough. Yeah.
I love that. When I read that Led Zeppelin line, I was like, yes, that's exactly how I
Cool.
used to feel. So,
Cool. Yeah.
all right, you
Absolutely.
guys,
Cool.
hang out with Seth. He's amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Thank you, Deanna. Appreciate it. Bye, all.